G'day, my gaming brothers and sisters. Matt, back in Minecraft. I'll never get sick of this view. Look at it. Beautiful. Look even better when we've got something in there. Yes, back in Minecraft, ready to do some building, and just thought I'd start back at our, our little hut, a hut, camping is what the word I was looking for, camping area. You'll notice, the chickens have gone, so I had to put another chicken down there. He's there. I do need to get some slime to build some new leads, but for some reason, I don't know if they despawned or something, but the chickens disappeared. So right now the ropes aren't there for my... Ooh, let's sleep. The ropes aren't there for my tent, which is okay. It still looks good. So, what have we got planned today? Ooh. Well, a couple of things. First, we'll be introducing our first big build for this particular area, so let's introduce that. We'll be starting some of that build, which is nice, but first things first, Crazy Bob delivered something for us. Let's go and have a look at this. Look, new path. Crazy Bob did some deliveries. Let's have a look here. Ooh, nice. Crazy Bob's discount mobile services with compliments. Love Bob. I love you too, Bob. Okay, Bob dropped off the Bureau trailer and the Enchanto cart. I actually ordered these through an online service. I figured, considering we're over here, we've got our tent and camping site. We're not going to build any big buildings, and we're not going to build a massive enchanting room or a potions room. So, why not bring the potions room and the enchanting room to us, I say. So, Crazy Bob, good mate, gave me a discount on his mobile services. And we've got our little brewing trailer here. All the essentials, brewing stand. There we go. Oh, no, don't put that there. Got the cauldron. Plenty of storage. The cheapskate didn't fill it up, though. Look at this. Empty chests. Little spot. I actually quite like it. It comes to you delivered, right? And then they deploy the little pool. And that gives you a little bit of water source if you don't want to keep running down to the creek, to fill it up. And the Enchanto cart. Let's get a bit of a look at this one. The Enchanto cart pulled in using the anvil as a rest. I quite like that. It's a nice touch, Bob. And you pull down the back and you jump in, and gives you everything you'd want in an Enchanto cart up to level 30. Beautiful. When we eventually upgrade to 1.8, it'll be, lapis and all that good stuff. Few goodies there just in case we need them, but they're crap, so we're not going to worry about them. Bit of chanting. Look, he gave us 48 books. Not so cheap after all. What a champion. Right, so that's how we're going to do our enchanting and brewing for the moment. I hear that Bob is going to be delivering to us, unto our beautiful hands, potentially a couple of food generating carts. Right, so he said to me that in his line of carts he has a really good one that has cows. We'll give you the meat, some sugarcane, some wheat, and potentially something else. I'm not sure, but I have to look at his catalogue and we'll find out later. But not too bad. Let's have a bit of a look at the Bureau trailer. You can see this one is actually a cart. It's horse drawn, but the horses, Bob doesn't throw those in for free, so I didn't want to pay for them. And here's the Bureau trailer. It's the back of a semi-trailer. Obviously, it's much heavier, full of brick, and you're going to want to have a bigger vehicle towing that, so it's on its stand right now. Perfect. So we'll look forward to some more visits from Bob later down. Crazy Bob. He is crazy. What a champion. Gotta love him. Champion face. Okay, let's get on with it. Let's introduce the first build, but to get to the introduction, don't pay attention to this. You don't need to see that. You don't need to see any of that. We need to climb up high. So, let's do that. And you know what? Because climbing is not my forte and I don't want to embarrass myself, I will just see you at the top. Okay, one arduous climb later, and we're at the top. So, first build. Here's the way I was thinking, right? We've got our camping site here. We can't very well build huge builds by ourselves. We're going to need supply chain, we're going to need manpower, or let's say people power, to be politically correct, because it's the way we like it to be. Going to need lots of that in order to do the old massive builds. So we can't do that by ourselves. We need that support. So how do we get support in? We need to lure these people into our midst with, promises of employment, promises of camaraderie and food and health schemes, benefits, all that kind of thing. So, one place for them to arrive. We don't want to come through the nether portal. That's dangerous. We need to create a port. So, I introduce to you the future site of what I'm affectionately calling Booty Bay. Here is the future site of Booty Bay. Let's break it down for you here. Let's figure out what's going on. So, what you're looking at here, this whole area, front side, that kind of goes around the corner there. So, this is going to be the docks/work area, the port of Booty Bay. I actually probably have to rename the port something, but that's Booty Bay right there. I'm going to clear all this through, within reason. We might leave a few trees there, but I think it'll be easier just to clear it. And that's going to be the docks/working area, working horse area of the place. And we'll have a whole lot of different builds. Imagine that completely stacked with buildings. It'll give us plenty to work on. Up here, over every port, there's the governor, there's the rich people of the port, and we must build for their needs. So, I give to you the area which we're calling, for the moment, the let's say the rich quarter. It's the rich quarter. I'm going to think of a better name for that. Upper class hill, or something, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to build a nice, good-looking manor type area with some fountains and some beauty, and love it. It's going to be pretty. And if I'll do this so you can see that top left-hand corner, there's an island there. A bit further out from that is another island. We'll have to build a lighthouse. I know it's corny, but I think there can be some interesting redstone involved in that to make it look quite pretty and add to the general area. Now, I really don't want to build a ship. I really don't want to build a ship, but I may. If it comes to the point where it just looks like a boring town, we might have to build a ship off in that direction. So that is what we will look at doing. There's plenty more space further out that way, and I don't know if it's best to go there now because I don't want to waste time. But in that direction is more of this kind of flat, what is it? Kind of like beachland area, coastal area. It's all flat, and it's fantastic because we can create another quarter out that way. Maybe like the middle class, the area where all the average Joes go to hang out. A few pubs, a couple of brothels. Maybe not a brothel. Forget I said that. And up the top here, we'll probably do something, I don't know, something a bit more than just manners. I don't know. But where I'm standing here, even though it's snow, and I hate snow, I hate it. What can we do? It's up high. I was thinking the governor's house, somewhere where the person who's overseeing everything needs to look down upon the entirety that is Booty Bay. There's a little corner here. This can maybe be like the Smuggler's Den, Smuggler's Cove. Jeez, talk about corny characteristic references here. But it's quite nice. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. That's my first major build. This will take us a while. Okay? And by us, I mean me. And by me, I mean myself. We need to do this progressively, and that's exactly the principle I was talking about with these builds. If we do one build at a time, bits and pieces, work on it progressively, we can go from this build to another build to another build to another build, come back here, we'll see this thing come together. And I don't mind telling you, you don't need to see it all get built. I can build half a town and then show you a time lapse of me building it or something like that. But I figured it'll be interesting while viewing. At least I'll be interested whilst I view it. That brings me to today's work, and this is what we're going to accomplish this episode. I found, and in fact I discovered that area when I was doing a bit of reconnaissance, and I might play some video of my little reconnaissance. I found an awesome desert temple, which I scored some fantastic loot, and no mobs, it's always nice when you jump into a desert temple and there's no mobs. And I also discovered, actually no, that's right, I also went into the Nether and did a bit of hunting around there. I found a couple of blaze spawners and a few other chests within the Nether Fortress, which I scored some sweet gear with. So I think that it was good. I don't need to show those. I did that last season. I figured, why do the boring bits? I can go off and mine all the gear. I even made a little strip mine down there. I've been busy. made a little strip mine. I can do all that stuff, and you guys don't need to see it. So that's how I'm going to play it this season. Well, this, the next few videos, the next video series. I'm going to do all the boring stuff behind the scenes, and all you get to see is the produced things and me building some of them. So here we are, back down at our village or our camping site. Here's how I discovered Booty Bay. I was going through here, and imagine a lot more trees and stuff, but I was thinking to myself, I wonder what's through here. And I went, just don't pay attention to these little things. These are planners at the moment. You'll see what we're doing. You probably get an idea right now. Okay, so it's this little kind of canyon area. This is cool. I like it. There's a canyon. Imagine being down the bottom, looking up. This is pretty cool. And you come a bit further forward, and you are presented with the Booty Bay herself, just around this bend here. And I thought to myself, what an awesome place to begin our work setting up a good, nice looking, boardwalk slash path slash walkway to the, the working class quarters of Booty Bay, where I'm going to start all my work. I'll probably do a bit of like a gatehouse or something just over here. Oh, it's getting dark. I better run back. And I'm not going to go in that little area because that will be suicide. So that's what we're going to do today. I've got an idea. I did a bit of work in, he says it's suicide and he goes back down there. I did a bit of work in a creative world to create some designs, and I found one that kind of suits the way I want to do the docks area. It follows that same kind of design principle. And anyway, so what I'll do is I'll go sleep, I'll get all my stuff together, and I will come back to you and start doing some building. See you soon. So, we're back. I just thought I'd show you my spoils so far. Look at all that rail. I've got plans for rail, and I found a place in the underground where there was a fair few mine shafts, and I scored a bunch of it. So, that's the diamond. There's a diamond horse armor. Where are you? No, you're not there. Diamond horse armor, but even you're seeing here, more diamond horse armor, 35 diamond. My gosh, that's awesome. I plan on making some armor as well. You can see I've got 17 levels at the moment. One of those blaze spawners I've actually prepped, and probably in the next episode I'll build the blaze spawn farm, because I think every adventuring, pioneer person needs a blaze spawn XP farm, particularly if we're going to be doing what we're going to be doing. So we'll do that. Anyway, let's press on. So I figured the best way to do this is to build a section of this particular creation, and you'll get to see, kind of what I'm on about with the look of the place. So let's come here. I've put these pylons in the center point that I'd like the path to flow through. So you can see it kind of follows this path around here. Now, I want to keep the general feeling of this, extreme hill face canyon type look, but I don't want to kind of terraform it too much. I want to try and make it fit within the gap that I've got here. And I have done a little bit of digging, but it doesn't look like it's been cleared to make a path. I kind of want to have the path fit into the canyon. So let's start from the widest area here, and that way we can kind of get a better idea of what it's going to look like. So here's a good spot. Let's get my shovel into a correct position. Oi. Oh, he's there. Anyway, I will feed up so I heal myself. I actually just got hit by a zombie before, which you didn't see. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. It is a few wide. So what we're going to do is go, that was the center point, 1, 2, 3 either side, 1, 2, 3 like that. Cool. Get our spruce wood planks. Actually, no, not the spruce wood. We're going to go for the actual wood, not the planks. For every time there's a pylon like this, a middle point, we want... Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. We want to have this kind of angled type thing. Now, how am I going to do this? I probably have to go book and... oh, no. It wants to go underneath. Whoa, God, what was that? Okay. Let's put it like that. That was the center point. I'm just going to do that so I know the center point was there. 1, 2 on that side. 1, 2. I'll just do that. I can easily get it back if I need to. And then that is that side. So it's actually 3 on either side. That might be too big. Let's have a look. Is that... Yeah, I could probably make that work. I can't make it work there. You know what? Let's make it work without that last one on the end. That should be plenty of walking space. It doesn't need to be a highway. You know, it's not a massive area. Okay, so we've got that. Let's get the spruce planks. Plop them either side. And because it's an angle, because we're doing diagonal pathing here, we're kind of stuck into doing these, you know, patterns like this. I did originally have it all straight, and then when I came in, I realized, well, I can't actually have it as straight as I want it because it won't work like that. So I'll just do a bit of this either side. I'm probably doing this nothing like the way I did it in my creative world. I'm going to change that to that because I'm using a razor. I should explain. I'm using a razor. I think it's a Naga mouse, and it's got the buttons on the side for key binding. Okay, so that's that. We have one of these on either side, like that, and God, what is going on? Do that, and another one of those. Stupid mouse wheel. There. No. Completely wrong. There. Like that. Okay, cool. We're getting there. So, essentially I'm going to have, let's say, 3 on either side. So let's go 1. Whoop. 1. Let's just do it this way. And Alright, and then grab my wood. Blink. Blink and blink. Right. For time's sake, I won't go any further than that. I'll just do one here. So say for instance we come by the third one, which is not there. Silly me. Let's do this once more. This one. Wood and blanks. Okay, so we then go spruce wood like that, a stone slab on top, and this one's going to have spruce wood either side because it's the main bearing. Can you imagine, like it's a bearing? So like that, and we'll do some kind of pretty lighting effect with it as well. Whoop, getting myself confused here. That one and that one, that one, that one. Whoop, not that one. And that one. Okay, stone slabs on top, and you're starting to see it come together. The torches will go either side of each of the single pylons, and here I'll have maybe some kind of an arch with some lights. I did do that in my original plans, but it wasn't necessarily as good. So, as you can see here, I've got to kind of then straighten it up, and then when it gets to the corners, kind of twist it around. But you're starting to see the general idea, right? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get cracking on this. That's not the right spot to put that. Going to get cracking on this, and hopefully when you return, because I'm in control of the editing, that as generally happens, you'll see kind of a bit of progress, and hopefully I get kind of fairly big bit of progress up to that end and maybe up to that end. Anyway, I will see you soon. Okay, we're back and done a bit of work. Done a little bit of work here. Let's have a bit of a look. So, we started off this area. Let's go backwards. So I walked backwards towards here and thought to myself, there's a bit of winding, and I thought it'd look good if we just did some turns and twists. But then we've got this staircase here now. Looking good, looking good, looking like what I want to look like. And this is a new occurrence. Oops, let's sleep. Let's sleep here. This is a new occurrence here. The idea being that when we get up here, wouldn't it be good if there was like some water down in here? So I dug this bit out. I'm going to fill it with water and maybe do the edges like as if it was like tributary or something, that the water comes up from the sea and here's where it stops. So we're kind of following the stream to Booty Bay or whatever it is. Okay. So I've got these. I put some what are those things called? What are they called? Torches. Jeez. Torches out. Now this is what I thought I would do, but not convinced, because in the test world I did mainly diagonals and with fence posts obviously on a diagonal they don't connect up, right? And obviously in a line they do. So you can see that one and that one, they don't really mix. They don't really mix, but the potential is that, it kind of is just for effect, and I mean, if we were to have them there, it wouldn't look too bad coming up along here and seeing the singles, along like this, or I'd have to get rid of those. Oh, by the way, guys, I made a few diamond instruments to make things a bit easier. I'm also thinking of digging down every side. This is the only bit of terraforming, really. Every side, so that there's a gap either side, and that kind of gives you that sense of, well, you're in a canyon or you're on a boardwalk. There's a bit of distance between up the top and down the bottom. So that's it for these areas. Let's just really quickly, because I don't want this episode to get too long. I'm conscious that, the big time dudes, they like to have massive episodes, and that's great, but, I can't hold my attention for that long, and I can't hold your attention for that long, so let's do it. Grab that, do a bit of this, glowstone it up a few, and I'll take you, thank you. Alright, let's go back. Now, the glowstone is mainly for those bits where we've got the wooden pylons like that, but that's not the kind of one I'm looking for. That's the kind of one I'm looking for. But, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. It shortens the area between the two pylons. It's, there's just, maybe we could put it down here. What's that look like? Yeah, maybe, but I don't even think that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, there's obviously a bit of work that needs to happen there. Look. There will be a bit of lighting. The torches are good, but, they can get a bit in the way. And I've got to continue on this way. Now, it's pretty much of a muchness, much of the same. So, what I'll do is I will keep going. I need to go and get some more wood because I've got that spruce, those logs, and that, maybe we'll make it. No, there's no way in hell we'll make that. Alright, so I've got to get some more wood, and I'll continue doing this, and when I come back, hopefully, we'll have a completed product, and we can kind of do the finishing touches. I'll see you soon again. Alright. We're back. Finished it off. It's a bit late at night, so I'm not going to yell, because my daughter, who is sleeping, is not too far away from this particular position. So, that being said, I've got what I need. Okay, I don't need anything. Let's just show you what I've done. So I filled in the water. It looks quite good. Needs a bit of decoration, but hey, we'll leave that to another time. But I've got a bit of work that's been done. I put the fence posts up. It looks okay. It doesn't look fantastic, but we'll deal with it for the moment. Let's put some torches as we go. Not on all of them, because I don't have enough for the moment. Maybe I'll have to fix that. That looks a bit weird. Let's do it right now. Let's get rid of that one. Let's put that one. No, not that one. Put that one there, and a stone slab on the top. That looks a bit better than what it did. Yeah. Okay, so we came over here. This is the new bit. I love this look, the way the stairs form like that. That's nothing new. In fact, we can get the spruce wood slabs and do this. Is that better? Don't know. We'll leave it like that for the moment. Anyway, so we go up here. Blunk, blunk. Another area. Oops, too many there. Much of the same, really. Just ran out of torches. Do I have any? Got plenty. What am I talking about? I'll do all this later. So, obviously I've got to dig around the side, but here we go. We're starting to see where we're kind of coming out now in this area. Blunk, blunk, look at this. Right over the top of the water. Plenty of gap in and around that mountain part there, which I think is really cool. Keep going to the end. I'm making you dizzy, probably. And blunk, 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 and here we are. On the area. And I reckon I'll probably put a gatehouse or something, kind of in this spot here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do walls. I don't know if really this kind of place would have walls, but certainly a gatehouse to see, travellers who are coming in and out of the port. You got to have that. You got to see people who are coming in. So I'm going to clear that and we'll get started on that sometime in the future. But I've got really good ideas for under here. Look at this. Okay, that needs to be prettied. Just looks like I've just funnily enough, trees grew in that area, and I've turned it into a into a pylon. So we might figure out how we can make it, maybe with some vines stuck to it or something. Anyway, but what I was thinking, if this is like Smuggler's Den Cove area, we could make some kind of shady looking joints under here that, you know, people go and, you know, do the nasty deals and just generally be mischievous. So we can look at that. But I think this has worked out really well, guys. As you can see, puts us right in that position, and we're all the way down. So here's what I need to do. I need to go through. I'll go through and do a bit of prettying it up, and I'll do that between now and the next episode. It's taken me longer than I thought for a pretty simple thing. I think I might also have to do a bit of decoration of this area here. It's looking a bit, I mean, any of this, just flat wood, kind of makes sense, but, you know, we want it to make it look a little bit more, you know, I don't know, sea-ish, you know, port-like. My words are failing me tonight. Anyway, it's quite late, so I'm going to kick this off, kick this out, turn this off, one of those two. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. You know, leave a like if you're interested in seeing more of this kind of stuff. Feel free to comment. I'd love to hear from you. And look, we'll catch you next time.